horses and pretty girls. That's normally how barrel racers are introduced at rodeos. My name is Melissa, and I will be talking to y'all today about barrel racing. In the Professional Cowboys Rodeo Association, barrel racing is the only event that women can compete in. It was oriented in Texas as an event by a group of ladies, about 40 of them, that came up with the idea to start a rodeo event that women can participate in. In 1948, they put together a association, the Women's Professional Rodeo Association, WPRA, as a way for them to get their voices heard and make sure that they had, a solid voice whenever it came to professional rodeos. This was a way, since men rode and rode bulls, that women could participate, basically. I've participated in barrel racing for about 7 years now. I've had 2 barrel horses, and I've competed from beginning levels to professional levels in multiple associations, locally, to also the Cowboys Professional Rodeo Association and then the Women's Professional Rodeo Association. Some of the best barrel racers have been Charmaine James and Brittany Posey. Charmaine James, whenever she retired in 2002, she had won 14 world championships and earned over $1.5 million. She earned her first world championship at the age of 14 and won 10 consecutive world championships after that. She retired in 2002. Today, Brittany Posey is one of the best barrel racers. She's joined the WPRA in 2003 and has earned over $1.3 million since then and 2 world titles, and she'll probably win another world title this year. The first step, if you are looking into competing in barrel racing, is to purchase a barrel horse. Normally, if you're looking at different types of breeding of horses, you need to look at quarter horses and thoroughbreds. Those are the best barrel racing horses. If you're looking into purchasing a horse, you could go on ebarrelracing.com or barrelhorseworld.com and use those websites to find that they have different levels of competition horses to choose from. Before you begin looking, you need to decide what level of competition you want to compete at. If you want to compete professionally, you're going to have to put a lot of money down on a horse if you want to jump right into that. According to Brittany Posey, she believes that if you want to compete and be an actual competitor in a professional level, that you're going to have to dump $30,000 or $40,000 into a horse with good bloodlines and a good training in order to be competitive. If you're looking at just doing local events, then you could probably spend anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 on a horse and be competitive locally. Having a horse is expensive. It's a very expensive hobby to have. You have to pay for the horse, and then obviously the horse feed and the hay for them, which every year that just goes up and up, almost every month practically. You also have expenses such as their vet bills. The state requires that you get a Coggins every year on them in order to travel with them. If you go over state lines, you have to get health certificates. You also are going to have to get their shots to keep them from getting sick and diseases, and get their teeth floated so that they keep weight on them like they're supposed to. Most barrel horses, such as mine, because of the high speeds and then the sudden stopping from turning the barrels, you have to get chiropractic work done on them every 6 to 8 weeks. You have to get their feet trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks. And these types of expenses can cost anywhere between $100 to $200. So it's definitely an investment if you're looking into barrel racing. But I believe that it's well worth it, and it's a lot of fun. You can get your profit, back that you put into it. Brittany Posey, she started an Olympic barrel racing team this past year as a way that she's hoping to be able to get get barrel racing more out there and hoping that we can get more people involved in it and it become more of a widely known sport and maybe eventually along the same terms as, baseball or basketball or even football, maybe within the next 50 years or so. If you're looking at competing, different places you can look at are the Cowboy Sports News. They have lots of rodeo events listed in here, and it'll tell you when you need to make call-in and when the events are and what time they start. By competing in barrel racing, you have the opportunity to win money along with buckles. These are just two of the many buckles that I've won over the past few years on my different horses. So I hope that you've learned something about barrel racing today, and that's about it. Do you have any questions?